Omega-3 and women. Are there any special considerations? We'll get into those details in today's video. So in the previous videos on omega-3, we have established a couple of things. First, the important omega-3 fats that the human body truly requires are EPA and DHA, and these are primarily obtained from fish as well as algae oils. You do get omega-3 from plants as well, and this falls into a class known as alpha-linolenic acid or ALA. The only problem being that the human body needs to convert it into EPA and DHA through a certain number of enzymes, and it does a very poor job, as in these enzymes are extremely inefficient. Now what this means is that on a daily basis, if your requirement of EPA and DHA was just about 1 gram or 1000 milligrams, but your only choices were plant-based sources, then you would need to consume about 40 to 50 grams of ALA or plant-based omega-3 fat to get the required amounts of EPA and DHA after conversion in the body. But I left out one important thing. Women do a much better job of this conversion than men, about 4 times better. What that means is that women would convert about 20% of plant-based omega-3s or ALAs to EPA and DHA. This begs the question, why would evolution give women this advantage over men and such a significant advantage? And the answer is as intuitive as it is elegant. A woman's body is responsible not just for her own well-being, but also for the well-being and health of her child. So let's take a look at the development of the brain, the nervous system, and the cognitive functions in a baby. The nervous system starts to develop by about week 6, week 7 in pregnancy, and by about week 25, the cognitive functions really start to kick in. So this development happens not only in the prenatal stage, but also post-delivery. Now, if you were to take a look at the fetus or a breastfed infant, the only place that they get their source of nutrition is from the mother's body. In the case of the fetus, the nutrients are delivered through the placenta, and for a breastfed infant, it is coming through the mother's breast milk. And that is precisely where the omega-3 is going to come from. So this is what evolution needed to solve, that even if the mother's intake wasn't adequate in terms of fish oil or algae oil, and there was a primary intake of plant-based omega-3s, the body really had to do a better job of conversion to allow for a better neural development of the child. After all, furthering of the species is paramount. So the essential takeaway of the video is this. As a woman, you actually have an advantage in terms of how your body gets its omega-3s. But if you're planning to have a baby or pregnant or breastfeeding, it would make sense to supplement high quality omega-3 in your diet. Now, based on my analysis of the research, this could mean a helping of fatty fish maybe a couple of times a week, or a good high quality omega-3 supplement on a daily basis. And this should bring you about 1 to 1.5 grams of high quality EPA and DHA daily. Now, if you were to look at studies, you may see recommended numbers of EPA and DHA for pregnant women to be about 300 to 500 milligrams. The reason my analysis leads me to about 1 to 1.5 grams is because it gives your body all the avenues it needs when it comes to utilization of fats. So omega-3s could directly be used for their intended function, or they could be converted into another kind of fat for storage, or they could directly be oxidized for energy. So this would give your body the ability to decide how much of this fat it needs to use for your body as well as that of your child. And at the end of the day, 1.5 grams of fat is barely 15 calories, so it's negligible in that aspect. So anything extra can always be used up for energy. Mind you, if your primary sources are going to be plant-based omega-3s, then you may need to consume about 5 to 10 grams worth of these fats. This is because the conversion efficiency of ALAs into EPA and DHA is about 20%. So this wraps up our series on omega-3 fats and their place in our diets. Your best sources for EPA and DHA will always be fish and algae oils, but if plant-based sources are your only choice, then you will need to account for the inefficiency involved. And of course, women have an advantage here. Until next time. If you've enjoyed the way Trulean presents the science behind fat loss, health and fitness, please like, subscribe and do share these videos.